Hey, Steve.
Hey, Jan.
Thank you so much for being here, Steve. Going to jump right into it. I want to talk about today in this chat a little bit, very informal, just hanging out. We'll just talk about real life situations. But, Steve, before I get into that, I want to shout out a channel that really impressed me. And the name of the channel is Just Nate, Knate. What this gentleman does, if you're looking for a feel good channel, there are people in need out on the street in other places or situations. You wouldn't believe what this gentleman does to help. And it's not like he's spending a gazillion dollars. He's like focusing in on like the little needs. It is amazing. Some people need a pair of socks. Some people are just as happy with a meal from a Burger King. This is such a feel good channel to watch, and I just thought I'd mention it. You know what, Steve? That's what I want to talk to you today about. What do you call those? Housewares. That's the word to use. You
hmm
just moved. I don't know if you know this. I don't expect everybody to know this because different people come onto the channel at various times. But Steve Young from the Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel, by the way, check out his channel. He recently moved. And I don't know about you, but when you first move in somewhere and you like get rid of a lot of stuff that was like not needed or just really not good for anything anymore. And then you move into your new place and you look it around, you're going, huh? Gee, I forgot that I might need this, or I didn't have enough to get that. Let's talk about housewares today. Steve, you were mentioning to me, Steve and I were talking yesterday about window treatments. Steve, what do you think about those spring tension rods? You think that's a good option for some people as an easy fix, if you will?
Well, what makes me feel a little, well, not bad, I guess maybe the word naive is the more appropriate. I knew about the shower rod that you have in the shower. You put it up, go left to right, and you attach it until it holds in place, and then you're good. But for some reason, my mind didn't pick up that they made the same thing for a window. So
Wow.
so I was a little bit like, wow, okay, not completely, um, but I didn't really know they had it for the window. What I like about it, from what I was shown and when I looked it up online, and yes, I would most likely go that route, is that all you're doing is you're just taking that spring tension rod and you're slipping it in on where the window is and go left to right, and then you just you turn it and attach it in place until it's firm, and then all you have to do is just put your curtain on it and you're done. You don't have to go back and have to mount anything. You don't have to screw anything to the wall. And there's a little bit of a task in that because you have to know where the stud is behind the wall so you can screw it into something. So, but
Yeah.
with the tension rod, it's just as simple as one, two, three, maybe four at most, and you've got curtains up just like that. Boom.
Just like that is right indeed. Every one of my curtains that I have up, especially in my kitchen, because I have an extraordinarily wide window. We're talking like beyond 60. Don't forget I don't remember the exact measurements. It's, I believe, way beyond 60 in width. So sometimes it's not easy to find, the regular type, but I could easily, and I do easily get the spring tension. They're very affordable, by the way. Not to mention
Mhm.
convenient. Yes, it's the same methodology of using like the one that one would put in their shower to hang up their shower curtains. No tools required, which is always my favorite. Affordable, no tools required. You could take it to the next place if you want, and they really do the trick. They really do the trick. I'll tell you that much. It's just so worth it. These are the little things, for example, that are very, very helpful. And the great place that we can look on is, of course, Amazon. I come right out, Steve, with the name of it, Amazon. Steve,
Mhm.
do you mind if I mention about the thing that I'm having sent to you? Would you mind if I mention that here?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I want to mention it because not of bragging, but of practicality. Okay. If a person needs a utility table, I use mine constantly. This is where I put my computer, my Chrome tablet, laptop, whatever thing I'm using. This is what I'm using right now as we speak. I have it on there on my table mate. Put a check mark next to this word. I'm mentioning this for the folks. If you're looking for a table that works, you could utilize it for so many things. Like Steve needed this for his little, workspace, towards his channel. And he didn't ask for it or anything. I'm the one. I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, I hope you don't mind about this, but I strongly recommend this. Then when I found out that there was a decent price on it, of course, go for it. I mentioned it to anyone listening. If you happen to have a YouTube channel and you can't figure out a decent place to put your stuff, grab one of those table mates. I do not recommend it. Come right out with it, Steve. You know the one when we were joking about the half moons on the side? Remember that?
Yeah.
Don't recommend that. Make sure the table is completely the flat model where there's no holes on the side. It even has an availability area for a drink. When my mom was around and she needed a little table next to her bed, not her end table, but a place to put, if she wanted her breakfast or anything, I would bring this in. The thing fits right under the bed. It slides right under. You could angle it. You could leave it as such. And by the way, no tools required when you're pulling it out of the box. That's my favorite part, Steve. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of putting things together at all whatsoever. At all whatsoever. So Steve, so how are you coming along in general in the new place? Like you're used to it now, or or
Yeah.
you find things that you need. What is going on as we speak?
No, I mean, I've grown used to it because I've been here. Um, well, I'm not sure what day this is going to air, but the day that this is being recorded,
It might
I
air tonight of this recording or on Sunday, but I'm leaning towards tonight. And what is today's date? March 15th.
okay, based on today's date, I've been here a total of 10 days, so a week and a half. No, I've grown used to it. Do I like it here? Yeah, I can't complain. I like the I mean I mean it's not it's like any other place, but almost, but it's fairly quiet. You definitely have your privacy here.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
Well,
lot
that
better than
that's
what
a
I
plus. That's a plus for you, Steve, as a person that does video content creating recordings.
well,
That's a plus, not having like I have all those engines and crazy sounds and oh my
well,
word, it's absolutely
that's why that's the part that I was about to mention is where I left. I wasn't too far from, the interstate where people get on the interstate. So people think that it's Pepsi Cracker 400. I got to do 85 miles an hour when I get, on when I merge on. No,
wow.
no, you don't have to be going 85 miles an hour. You can be doing 55, 60 and still be okay. But no, it was too noisy for me. I mean,
Yeah.
just every motorcycle, cars. uh,
Oh,
in comparison, this is a difference between night and day.
yeah. And it is amazing. And it took like a little bit of thinking, like what place, like what locations and stuff. I wanted quieter. Some people rather it noisy. Everybody's different. Everybody's situation is different. But there is one thing that I do want to recommend to anyone that just moved somewhere. If you can't figure things out, or if a friend or family member says to you, what can I get you? What can I get you for your new home or apartment? Make their life easier. Make it one suggestion: Amazon gift card. Amazon gift card, because it's easier for the person, the giver, and it's so easier on the recipient. Thankfully, because of that, and I don't make a dime saying it, I am not affiliated with Amazon other than being a pretty darn good customer, other than being a pretty consistent customer. I do recommend it. And like when people say, well, what can I, get you for your new place? Amazon gift card. It's perfect for the recipient. They get to pick out the little microscopic things that are of importance that I can't remember for the person. You
Mhm.
see where I'm going with that? See, does that make sense?
Yeah, you can never go wrong with a gift card, period. That's what, like I said, I had mentioned it earlier on in a past video that it had to do with, Christmas shopping and things like that, but this isn't really that much different. Instead of going and buying an item or a thing, as a housewarming gift. No, let just get them a gift card, put them in the driver's seat, let them be in control of what they want to get themselves. That way, you're still giving a gift, but they're the one that can go in because the ones that get the gift card, they can go in and precisely order what they want.
Wow, you just said the key word, Steve. Precisely. Well, Steve, I am precisely glad that you were here, and we're just going to leave it off at that. By the way, don't forget to head on over to the Steve Young. Actually, it's the Everywhere with Steve Young 74 channel. Check it out. And don't be shy if you want to bless Steve with an Amazon gift card. I know you could use that flatware. You saw a service for four somewhere along the line, and that
I did.
would work. That would absolutely work. Sometimes we think that we don't need little things, whatever. Then we get to the new place and go, huh? Sure, could use toothbrushes. Sure, could use some flatware. Oh, how about a baking sheet? Things of that nature. The
Yeah, that
little,
that's an
right?
That's another thing I need. I wanna get that. Now, believe it or not, there's something else I wanna order myself, and it'll take the place of 2 things. I wanna order a bacon press, and it has a handle on it, and it's round. Now,
Hmm.
you can use it to cook bacon with, but it also transforms into a burger press. So if you wanna cook a hamburger, you could
Oh, how nice.
so if
I
you've
never
ever
heard
heard
of that. Never
So
heard of this.
if you've ever heard the term smash burger, that's where it comes from.
Ah, I heard the term, and to be honest with you, I didn't know quite what it meant. I didn't know if it meant
Yeah.
like the method that I used to make a flat burger in an 8x8, which by the way is a good trick, saves a lot of
Yeah.
money that way. So easy. Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Look at that. You learn something new every day. Steve, I want to thank you so much for being here. Is there anything else you
You're
want to add
welcome.
before we go?
Um, no, not right off. I think I pretty much
Okay.
mentioning the burger
All
press
right.
or the bacon thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Steve, on the behalf of everybody listening, we all want to wish you the very best in your new digs. And I know I'm glad that you're used to it, but it does take a little while to get it together with the little those housewares make a difference. Don't forget Amazon gift cards. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.